everyone, welcome back to YogaTX. My name is Lauren, and today, to continue some of our kind of pose breakdowns, getting a little deeper, a little further into just one pose specifically, I'm going to guide you through proper alignment for Warrior II or Virabhadrasana II. So we'll go on and get started by just planting your left foot down, and you can, if you'd like, you can bring your hands to the mat and step your right foot back into a low lunge. It's always good to start from the ground up. And then taking your hand, being mindful that you've got one line from heel to heel going, spiral that back heel down at about a 45-degree angle, toes pointing slightly towards the upper right corner of the mat. Again, you can draw a little line, measure if you're in alignment there. And then we'll go ahead, root down through that left foot, rooting down through the back edge, pinky edge of that right foot. There's sometimes a tendency to kind of let that arch cave, that ankle cave, and to just kind of collapse that foot, but really press those toes, lengthen through that right thigh, rooting through both heels, and then lift up into Warrior II. So here, again, pressing through, maybe even lifting your toes so you really root down, feel that connection in the feet, and then slowly allow the toes to release. That also helps if you have a tendency to clutch your toes, to really release. And then squaring the hips towards the side. Be mindful here, check out the alignment of this front knee, this bent knee. If you notice, you want to be mindful that it's kind of tracking over the second toe rather than caving inwards or splaying outwards. Really find that middle ground, sinking maybe a little deeper here, trying to keep the hips even, lengthening through that back thigh rather than letting that back leg bend really press away. You can also give yourself a little assist here at this front thigh. You can take your left thumb and just kind of gently roll that thigh open. It just helps facilitate that good alignment that keeps our knees healthy for longer and keeps our chances, or helps our chances, of having them replaced, keep that at a minimum. From there, we'll go ahead and inhale, lift the arms out. Here, maybe wiggle the fingertips a little. And so here, we'll go ahead and lean a little too far forward and lean a little too far backwards, and then settle into that nice middle ground so that we're not leaning too far one direction or the other, really rooting down. We'll go ahead and flip the palms up to the sky and notice what that does for your shoulders. It kind of helps sink the shoulders in. And then from there, keeping the shoulders exactly where they are, see if you can just flip the palms. And then we'll draw that gaze over the left fingertips. Again, heart open, feet rooted down, core engaged. And breath, most of all, most important is the breath. We'll take one more deep breath here. And then exhale here. You can kind of propel yourself forward to the top of the mat. And then we can come into this on the other side. Go ahead again, set up from the ground up. You can bend the knees to shoot those left toes back. Spiral that left heel down at about a 45-degree angle towards the top corner of your mat here. Checking to see that it's in line, maybe adjusting a little bit. Rooting down through both feet, pressing them like you're gonna rip your mat apart. Inhale up. So you can kind of let the arms hang, use them to give yourself some assists here. Again, maybe lift the toes if you feel the need. If you feel like you're clutching, if you'd like to root a little more, check in with the alignment of that back foot. Be mindful that it's not caving inwards or rolling outwards, but really finding that middle ground. Again, check in with the alignment of your knee here. Make sure it's not too far forward or too far backwards, but really tracking over that second toe. Maybe even give yourself a little assist just to help externally rotate that thigh. Again, leveling out the hips, lifting up the torso out of the hips. The arms can inhale up and maybe, again, play with finding that middle ground, that middle way, rooting through the feet. We'll flip the palms up again, really plugging those shoulders into the sockets, releasing them away from the ears, and then just flip the palms, keeping the shoulders where they are. Draw the gaze over the right fingertips. One more deep breath here. Rooting down through the toes, lifting up, releasing the shoulders, lengthening out through both arms like someone's kind of pulling you both directions. And then exhale, release, and spring it forward. Maybe unfolding your pants a little. And then thank you guys for practicing with me today. I hope you learned a little something more about your Warrior II pose, and hopefully this video will help you kind of incorporate some of these key aspects of alignment that can be so good for knee health, for strengthening your legs, for strengthening your feet into some of your other practice as well. If you like the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other videos on my playlist. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.